Hello everyone, today we are going to be adding these 2 trees over here to our fruit orchard. Right behind me, all this line over here that you see is a new orchard that we are starting on our property. We have an orchard in our backyard, but we're creating this orchard over here for 2 reasons. 1, to create beauty along the side of our driveway over here, and 2, to provide us with beautiful fruit so that our family can enjoy. Let me show you the trees that I have with me right here. The first tree that I have right here is the ever-bearing mulberry. And the ever-bearing mulberry, as its name suggests, is an ever-bearing mulberry. It bears throughout the entire summer. So as the summer goes on, the fruit ripens throughout the summer. So you're not harvesting all of it all at once, but you have succession harvesting. And it is a really delicious fruit, and it is hardy from zone 4 to 9, I believe, and it grows about 8 to 10 feet wide and 15 feet tall. So this is going to be perfect. Also, what I love about this tree is, 1, the fruit looks really beautiful, and it has these dark red berries when they're not ripe, and as they ripen they turn into this dark blackberry color. And the leaves of this beautiful tree also are gorgeous. Look at them. It has these beautiful wide leaves, but I also have a feeling that this is going to be a favorite for the deer, so I really need to protect it, especially because it is not that big right now. And right now this tree is growing in 2 trunks. I might leave it that way, or I may prune it into a main trunk and have it branch out at the top. We'll see how that's going to go, but the natural habit of these trees usually is a trunk that's growing up straight, and it just looks like a regular tree with the branches branching out of it. It's beautiful either way, but I think maybe for what we want over here, I may want to prune it with a main trunk. I'm going to decide on that next season as it starts to put on more growth. I'm going to leave it as it is right now. And as we plant these trees, right after we plant them, we are going to be putting some protection around them, because it is the deer season over here and they are just going around and ravishing everything in our garden. The next tree that I have over here is an all-in-one almond tree. And I've been wanting an almond tree for the longest time ever. I thought that almond trees don't grow in our zone. We live in zone 5B, and I was sure that no almond tree could survive this harsh weather, but I was absolutely wrong, and I'm glad that I was. So before I continue on this, I got these trees from Fast Growing Trees, and I got several trees from them, and I'm really happy with the quality of the products. Now this one right here doesn't look like much right now, but we are entering fall, and these came from South Carolina, so the weather is completely different. The tree didn't look that great when it came. This is my first experience with something like that from them. I bought 3 times from them so far, and I've been very pleased with all their stuff. I'm not sponsored by them. I'm just sharing with you my experience so far with them. And it looks like it still has some growth on it. I'm not super happy with the shape of the tree, but I can prune it to look whatever way I want it to look like. So this all-in-one almond tree is hardy from zones 5 to 9. And it grows about 5 to 10 to 8 feet wide and 15 to 20 feet tall. So it can be a tall tree, but as with all fruit trees, you can prune it to whatever height you want and whatever shape you want, as long as you follow the pruning guides for each variety of trees, because pruning differs from one tree to another. It depends also on whether they are trees that bear on old wood or on new wood. Now, I don't know if these trees bear on old wood or on new wood. I don't have any experience with them. I have experience eating them as I grew up. This is what I've had. Also, I begged my father to plant one of these ever-bearing mulberry trees. I remember before, back when I was with them. And once it started producing, of course, that's when I moved over here to the United States. So that's okay. Now I can have my own ever-bearing mulberry tree, and my kids can enjoy it as well. So we're going to position these trees, and we want to make sure as we are positioning them that there will be enough space around the trees to harvest them. So not only do we have to take in consideration the size that they will grow to the width that they will grow to, but also we want to make sure to leave some space after they grow to their mature width to be able to go around them and harvest them and take care of them, prune them, and maybe if we want to apply some organic pesticides as well, we can do that. Let's go ahead and position these trees in their places. So I spaced them roughly 16 feet apart from each other for both trees. So when you are spacing trees, you are talking about the diameter of the tree. So you want to think about it as the tree is the point where you start the circle from, the center of the circle. And so it would be the radius of the tree would go up to about over here, 5 feet wide. And then in diameter altogether it would grow about 10 feet wide. So you can imagine this circle, if I'm able to, I can kind of put that on the screen for you. So that's kind of how wide the tree would be. So the same applies to all the trees, and that tree also is going to grow about 10 feet wide maximum. So I'm going to have almost about 4 to 5 feet in width between both trees. So that's plenty of space for me to go around the trees and take care of them and harvest them and do all the things that I need to do around the trees. So now let's see, I haven't counted how many trees we have so far. I do need to position them a little bit, maybe to the left or to the right, just to kind of make sure that they line up with the line of the trees that we have over here. You see these cages that we have on these trees, that's just to protect them from the deer. It looks like there's some bug that has been attacking our cherry trees. I don't know what it is, I'm not sure. It's defoliating everything off of them, and it looks like it now moved to the peach tree. I'm not sure what it is, I can't see it, but I may have to treat them at the end of the fall over here just to make sure that if there are any insects lying in there, that the organic pesticide will take care of that. It's a new day today. I had to stop yesterday because my little one wanted me to go with her inside. It also started raining, so I stopped for a little bit, and then we ended up shifting gears. My husband and I cleaned up a little bit in the garage, and I ended up putting some cardboard in the butterfly garden. So now I'm going back to go to plant the trees. I dug one of the holes. I'm going to be digging another hole for the other tree and hopefully getting it planted today. So let's go ahead and do that. They are all in. I ended up taking some bagged garden soil, organic bagged garden soil, and putting it around them. This way, if any root was exposed, then it will cover it up, because I do like to plant them a little bit higher than the hole. I plant them about 2 inches higher than the hole that I dig, and if I dug the hole too deep, I just put some soil in it and fertilizer, mix them together, and then I put the tree on top and just kind of press the soil around it with my feet. I walk around the tree to compress the soil, just to make sure that there are no air gaps in there, so that the roots are not do not get damaged. And you can see this is how they look like from the driveway, and you see the line of the trees. So maybe if I stand over here, you guys will have a better view. And this right here is again the ever-bearing mulberry, and I just love the leaves on this plant. It is gorgeous. Now it does have a little bit of leaf damage and all that, but you know, it was shipped from a long distance and it fared the weather and everything. I also had these trees kind of get used to our environment a little bit before I planted them, so I put them on our deck because it doesn't get sun from sunup to sundown. It only gets sun from when the sun rises to about 12 o'clock at this time in the year, or maybe 1 o'clock maximum. In the summer it might get sun up to 3 o'clock. So I wanted them to sit over there before I planted them, because we were having some warm temperatures, and also because they were sitting in a box for a long distance, weren't exposed to the sun, so I didn't want to fry them by putting them directly in the sun for, you know, from morning until the sun goes down. And this kind of acclimated them a little bit to our weather, and also we had several rainy days. I think that was good for them. So now I will have to water them, and we are receiving a lot of rain, but because some of the soil on the mulberry tree looked like it was dry, because yesterday, even though it was raining the whole day, well, not the whole day, but for a good chunk of the day, the mulberry tree fell over because it's top heavy. It was windy and didn't get any rain. And right here, this is the all-in-one almond tree, and hopefully I can remember this one right here. And you guys, you'll have to excuse our lawn. Our lawnmower is still broken, and I'm still waiting for my husband to fix it for me. He's busy, so it's not, you know, I can wait a little bit. So this is the Reliance Peach, and that one is an apricot. Let's see if I can remember this one. I don't think I can remember its name. What is its name? This is the Moore Park Semi-Dwarf apricot. And then we have here the Methley Plum, and 2 varieties of cherries, and the ones on the side, I believe these are the Romeo, and it's all defoliated. I'm not sure if it was bug damage because it started defoliating in the summer. I think it's still alive. Let's see. I mean, yeah. And these over here look like they're still alive. They're still alive. There is life in it. It's not dry. So hopefully it will come back next year. If it doesn't, I'll just plant another variety. So the ever-bearing mulberry will put on fruit throughout the summer, and it will ripen continuously throughout the summer. The almond, I think it bears its fruit to ripen probably by the end of the summer. You can also eat the fruits while they're still green. Actually, my favorite way to eat almonds is while they're still green. We take them and we dip them in salt, and we eat them that way before they start to harden, before the fruit starts to mature and turn into a seed or into a nut. And of course, you know, we will be saving some of them as nuts as well. But the main reason why I wanted to plant an almond tree is so that I can eat the fresh green almonds, and so that my family can enjoy the fresh green almonds, because they've never tried green almonds before, and I really want them to try them because there is nothing like green almonds. They're absolutely amazing. So I just created this fence around the tree in hopes that it would deter the deer. Let me show you what I have in here. So all I have is just these posts that you would use for staking tomatoes. They have a sharp pointy end at the bottom, and I stapled some deer netting around them. So the deer netting comes in a big fold, so I just basically measured the same distance between each of the posts, and I stapled them multiple locations, and you can see I made sure to capture the thread as I was stapling, and I stapled them a whole bunch of times to make sure that it's going to be secure and not going to be ripped. And I feel like this is a little more aesthetically pleasing than what we have over there. And I could also paint the posts black or stain them black. I won't be able to do that anytime soon, but I think that would make it even look even nicer, and I'm really pleased with it. I think it works, and I'm hoping it works. This side though, I feel like it's a little close to the deer head, but I'm hoping that if the deer feel this netting over here, because they can't see it, that it would deter them. And if I had posts that were taller than this, that would have been even more perfect. So now I'm going to be on the hunt for more posts like these that are going to be taller. I think these are like a 4 foot, I think, or something like that, posts. And if I can get maybe 8 feet posts that are of the same thickness, that would be great. All I did is just I used the mallet to pound them in the ground, and they seem secure and it works. I mean, look at this. I think that's pretty good. I think I like it. So I'm pretty happy with this. Now there are 2 more trees that are still not fenced in, but I need to do the same for them. I think I might make I might even space the netting wider than I did over here. This way I would have more space away from the tree, so in case if the deer are able to reach the tree, just because the netting is a little bit too short, this way the deer won't be able to reach the tree because of the space between the netting and the tree. So that's what I'm going to do. I'll make it just a little bit wider on the other 2, and that should help. I don't think I have enough posts though to do that, so I'll probably do it just for 1 tree right now, and the other tree would have to wait until I'm able to buy some more posts, and I can finish that job hopefully before the freeze comes to before the ground freezes, and I can pound them in the ground so that the trees are protected during the winter. But this is it. I mean, look at the difference. Look at this and look at that. That's ugly. That's decent. And again, if I paint these posts kind of a black color, I think they would sort of disappear and look even better. And this is how it looks like from a distance. I think that's pretty decent. So I want to thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this video. I'll be leaving a video for you right here so that you can enjoy it until next time. If you are new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and the bell to receive notifications of whenever I upload new videos. And if you like this video, go ahead and hit that like button so that more people can see it on YouTube. Thank you again for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!